My name's Dave Rosenberg. I'm a tactical leadership expert, and I'm leveraging 30 years of experience in the military as well as running companies in the private sector, creating self-directed, high-performing teams. Well, the problem that I solve, it's actually two. And the first is that statistically, and this is well reported, 2/3 of the workforce is not engaged. That means they're going through the motions. They're just punching a clock, logging their time. They don't really care. And it's costing the U.S. economy $450 billion every day. If we could get these people engaged at work, they're going to have a better, more enriched life. But the real problem is that the way to do that is through great leadership. Most of the leadership training that I've seen has been disparate. It's either a 30,000-foot view of leadership or it's really just about skills. I've created a leadership system that allows people to understand what they need to do at every single step of the way to make sure that their team is fully engaged and fully inspired by what they're doing, not simply motivated. In other words, it comes from within, not from without. And that's how you have self-directed teams that work on their own because they're doing what they're meant to do. My mission is a simple one. It's to replace "Thank God it's Friday" with "Thank God it's Monday." Just imagine for a second if you've ever worked at a place where you dreaded going to work and you're just doing it because you need a paycheck. We've all been there. I've been there. It's absolutely miserable, and it affects every single aspect of our lives. We come home, we're drained, we don't have the energy for our family, for our friends. Then put yourself in a place where you eagerly look for work. Now, I've been blessed in my life. I've had several jobs where that's been the case. When I was serving in the Navy, I couldn't wait to get to the office. I was going to do some great things, have a lot of fun, and I was serving people beyond myself. I was serving our country, and that was something I was proud to do and proud to say. I've had other jobs as well where we would go on vacation, and my wife would always get a little upset because I couldn't wait to get back to work. That enriches people's lives. So if we can create leaders who know how to inspire their team members to eagerly come to work, we've touched a lot of people, not just the team members, but their families, their friends. There's a ripple effect that is absolutely huge. So let's replace "Thank God it's Friday" with "Thank God it's Monday." Yeah, I am passionate about it. You know, you hear a lot about people who are passionate about what they're doing. I got to confess, wasn't always the case with me. I mean, I loved when I was in the military, but I didn't really have a calling once I got out. I was going through the motions like so many of us out there. I had a good job and I was making good money and, frankly, I was fairly effective at it, but I wasn't doing it because I had a burning desire to do it. I was doing it so I could have a good lifestyle. Now, fast forward, and I was hired as a VP at a local moving company. And there was a gentleman there when I got hired. He was our estimator. His job was to go out and sell the moves. He had a 9th grade education. He was a former mover who had moved up in the organization. And he was getting paid an hourly rate plus $25 for every move he booked. And I didn't think that was right. I thought, he should be able to earn well based on his abilities, not how many hours he put in. And I tried to convince him to go to 100% commission. He wasn't having any of it. I was new. He didn't trust me. Fast forward a year. I've been working with him for a while, helping him improve his sales skills, and helping the company in general. That was what I was hired to do. And I sat him down and I said, "Do you remember when I wanted to switch your comp plan and you said no, you didn't want to? Let me show you what you lost." And I showed him what he made that year, which was a decent income. It was a mid-high 5-figure income, and what he could have made. He left 2/3 of his potential compensation on the table. It was a game changer. A few years later, the company got sold. And as happens with senior management, I moved on to other things. The following Father's Day, I got a text from him. It simply said, Happy Father's Day. Now, I don't have kids, and I always believe kids are a legacy we could leave. We raise children to be good, contributing adults, and we've improved the world, and we've left it a better place. And frankly, I didn't have that opportunity, and it always sat wrong with me. So I sent him a text back. I said, hey, I don't have kids, you know that. He said, yeah, but you've been like a father to me. Today, his son's in private school. He owns his own moving company. And that's the power of great leadership. And now I realize that I can actually touch other people's lives, and I don't need to have children if I can help other people. And that's my mission. What sets me apart? There's some great leadership training out there, and I'm not disparaging any of it. But most of the people I see are academics. They've studied it. In depth, yes, but they've studied it. I've actually done it. My leadership system is based on my 30-plus years of experience actually leading people, creating self-directed, high-performance teams. And I have systematized it. See, my degree is in engineering, and I have this very systematic mindset to how I approach things. And I had to create a system to follow so that in any situation, people can identify what they need to do, why leadership is failing, because it's going to fail at times, and then what to do to shore it up, and how to get the most bang for your buck, how to get the highest, best results possible. And so what sets me apart is not only do I talk about it, I've actually done it. I don't just talk the talk, I've walked the walk. One piece of advice. I'm actually going to give you two. So the first piece of advice, and this is the most important thing in leadership, and if you do nothing else, you need to do this. And it's really simple. Be true to yourself. Be who you are. When you're not you, people see that. And they'll see that as a failure of integrity, and then they don't trust you, and they'll never follow you. We will never follow anybody we don't trust. So be yourself. So integrity means something special to me. Most people think of integrity, there's a meme out there, it's doing the right thing when nobody's around to see you do it. And certainly that's an aspect of integrity, but it doesn't encompass what it truly means. Integrity comes from the word integritatum. It's Latin, and it means acting as a whole. Think about it as a vessel, right? When a vessel has integrity, it's whole. There's no breakage. It's just intact. For us as humans, integrity is being true. Mind, body, and spirit, all one. Being true to yourself. It's being who you are all the time. Never having different faces for different people. So people know that when you say something, it's coming from you. And when you act with integrity, you'll gain their trust. And if you do nothing else, there will be people who will follow you and respond to you. So that's number one. Just be yourself, because nobody else is going to be you. The second piece of advice is don't look for the home run, right? You have all these movies, right? Shakespeare, Henry IV, I think it was, the St. Crispin's Day speech, or Mel Gibson in Braveheart with that rousing speech before the Scots take on the much greater British army when they're all getting ready to go. 30 years of leadership, I have never once given a rousing speech. Leadership is the little things. It's the little day-to-day things that make a huge difference, that are meaningful and impactful. And that's why it's tactical leadership. It's what are the things we do every single day. And if you do those right, the little things right, your effect is going to be disproportionate.